be throwing rocks and hiding their hand, right? They be throwing rocks and hiding their hand. And I don't like them kind of individuals.
A sucker's a nigga pick who he be fight with.
Right.
Like if you see it and you go, oh, I'm not going because this.
For him, but
I think I can take him.
Insinuate, extorting people. Ain't no money in that. Real nigga ain't gonna have that no way. You know, check in for what? I mean, I don't want to impose or force myself.
So 50 Cent just snapped on JPrince after Jay tried to push him out of Houston, and 50, man, he isn't holding back one bit. This time he's coming for Jay, hard, dragging out all the dirty secrets behind what folks are calling a straight-up extortion scheme. Word on the street is Jay's been feeling that pressure, and now he's allegedly sending his crew to mess with 50's money moves. But you already know 50 is not the type to fold. He's clowning JPrince all over IG and even called him out to show up if he's really built like that. They say 50 got the kind of proof that could crush JPrince's whole empire.
You know what's a sucker to me? A sucker's a pick who he be fight with.
Right.
Like if you see it and you go, oh, I'm not going because this.
I won't fuck with him, but I'll fuck with this one.
Yeah, I think I can take him.
Right.
You want to fight the nigga you think you can beat.
And I call JPrince number.
And yeah, it's getting wild. But don't get it twisted. JPrince still has major pull in Houston. He's got loyal soldiers who will ride for him without question. So now it's a high-stakes face-off, and 50 better keep his head on a swivel. This clash between two powerhouses, it's about to get legendary. Let's break it down.
Foremost, you may not know this. You had the opportunity to take Houston.
Yeah.
But you chose Shreveport.
Yeah. And Houston didn't have the same. They embraced me. They good. Like I got out there, they showed me a lot of love. But Shreveport had the infrastructure already here. Like even the tax incentive was.
50 Cent has been applying pressure on JPrince for years. Their beef has been raw, ruthless, and just a hair away from blowing up into something way more serious. 50 made it crystal clear. He isn't rocking with JPrince's whole check-in game, and Jay still walks around like he's the king of Houston. For a while their beef was more long distance, with 50 repping heavy in New York. JPrince holding down hometown. They weren't crossing paths unless by accident, but then everything flipped.
Came to the city of Houston, but he didn't just come here to live. He has been helping out on so many causes in this city. And especially, he has been in our high schools, turning our high school students into entrepreneurs with his Unity Camp program. I've seen him firsthand. This city has been elevated because of his presence, and so today we have the honor of saying to him, he's our 2022 Grand Marshal. Give it up to Curtis 50 Jackson. Now before I call on him to speak, let me present you first a key to the city of Houston. Anywhere you go, 550 buildings, use the key, the door will swing wide open.
50 didn't just talk tough, he pulled up for real. He brought the smoke straight to JPrince's backyard by moving his whole empire to Houston. Not just a visit, he packed up shop and made hometown home. He dropped the bomb in a tweet saying, "I love New York, but I live in Houston now. I'll explain later." And the reason? Well, for starters, money moves. 50 had been complaining about New York's insane 62% tax hike, saying it was choking his business. So, like any smart hustler, he dipped before Uncle Sam drained his pockets. But let's keep it real. That wasn't the only reason 50 had his eye on Houston's hip-hop scene for a minute. He wanted in, and now he's right in the middle of the action. Making waves, making noise, and stirring up trouble where JPrince thought he was untouchable.
20 and I get 25. Matter of fact, God darn it, 50 Cent, get out here. Come on. I know all the time I've spent with him, we've had some great time. He even tried to tell me some please one night.
I gotta hang out with the people that can buy this stuff from me. I think Johnny might be on.
Houston isn't just any city. It's a major hub for hip-hop rap and that raw trap energy, and 50, he's no dummy. He's all about culture, business, and making power moves where the money flows, so when he saw the wave rising in hometown, he jumped on it, investing heavily with plans to cash in big when those profits start stacking. Word is part of the 50's move had to do with his liquor brand. Branson Nagnack, remember when he was popping up at every Houston liquor store flexing those bottles? Yeah, that wasn't just for show. Some say he saw real potential in the Houston market and wanted to be close to the action, building relationships, securing shelves, and watching cases fly out the door. But JPrince wasn't feeling it. Not even a little. He saw 50's moves as straight-up territory invasion. 540 word on the street is Jay tried to press 50, demanding that he check in like everyone else. Allegedly, he even sent his crew to throw some weight around and force 50 to cough up bands just to operate, but 50 wasn't having any of it. He fired back quickly, letting Jay know that he rolls with his own security, and he isn't paying a dime just to walk through a city. Extortion in the name of checking in? Nah, 50 shut that down fast, but that only pushed JPrince over the edge. Word on the streets is he tried to put a no-fly zone on 50 Yep. Tried to shut him down from making moves in hometown, but once again it flopped. 50 isn't the type to fold under pressure, and he made it loud and clear that he doesn't play those street politics. And get this, he wasn't ducking nobody. He stayed active handling business, showing face, and even building up the community. Don't turn me down. What? What you said? Don't turn me down. What you're on, folk don't turn you down. Yeah, man. What are you on, folk? What do you mean, what am I on? What are you on, man? What's the deal there? What's up? What's up? You want to buy your back or what? You didn't get you flunked out trying to see where you're at. You're dumb. What, you got $20 out of the car? Nah. You know what we got? Started that cap, man. We capping, bro. They are going to believe anything before me. Start my car. I just took a picture in the same car today with my little boy. You, ass, on this. Like, you all, STO 50 had big plans. He was set to drop a $20 million film studio for Gunnet Film right in Houston. This wasn't just some vanity move, it was about jobs, culture, and putting real power behind his brand. But guess what? 50 slammed the brakes on that deal and rerouted the whole thing to Shreveport, Louisiana. And here's where it gets real interesting. Just a year after moving to Houston, the city's own mayor showed 50 nothing but love. In 2022, during the iconic Thanksgiving Day parade, Mayor Sylvester Turner gave him a key to the city and even named it 50 Cent Day. The mayor didn't hold back. He called 50 a powerhouse, a rapper, businessman, artist, and philanthropist. He praised him for backing the youth and turning high school kids into young entrepreneurs. While some wanted to push 50 out of the city, it was celebrating him like royalty. Through his Gun ID program, the mayor made it official November 24th is 50 Cent Day in Houston. He told 50 straight up, "You'll always have a home here." The crowd was lit with love, cheering like he was one of their own, and so he felt it. You could see it in his speech, real appreciation, real connection. But while the city was throwing flowers at 50's feet, JPrince was somewhere fuming. Word is he was grinding his teeth and maybe even throwing punches at the wall watching 50 take over as the new top dog in his own backyard. And let's be real, the receipts don't lie. It's obvious why 50 got the keys to the city. While JPrince started getting treated like some street-level troublemaker since landing in hometown, 50 has been investing heavily into the people, using his money to lift up the community and push real programs through his G-Unit Foundation. The little homie young boy's place got broken into. People went into his place, disrespected different things, and, I got a call about it, and the little homeless people that went into this place want to make that right because they understand that, you know what I mean, the young boy's family is okay with me. And, as you can see, homie, to make a long story short, I got your keys to your Rolls Royce. I got your keys to your McLaren, you know all that they took, and the homie Shakur what you got, homie? You got your Rolls-Royce umbrellas, you got your keys, and you got a bunch of other. So get in contact with us, bro get your. One major move he launched was the Gun ID Business Lab, a powerful educational program designed to teach high school students in Houston how to build businesses and think like CEOs. And it doesn't stop there. 50 planted himself deep into the Houston sports and entertainment world too. His Sire Spirits brand has landed major deals with the Rockets, Astros, and Texans. In 2022, 50 threw one of the biggest events. Houston's seen the first ever Tycoon Comedy and Music Festival, but he wasn't just about shows and stages. That same year he teamed up with the Houston Rockets to hand out 1,000 free turkeys to families for Thanksgiving, and that was just the beginning. Fast forward to 2023, 50 dropped a jaw-dropping $850,000 worth of toys during a holiday giveaway. He helped the citywide club hit its goal of blessing 100,000 kids with gifts across the city. That's major love right there. Then in 2024 he stepped it up again, helping raise $500,000 for the Houston children's charity I Don't Have Any Friends. I don't own any new relationships. All that, I don't respect any of that, man. If you got something for me, man, they got plenty around me. You could call, man. It's ping. There are plenty of ways you can get in touch with me, man. Don't get on the internet and do nothing publicly. Don't do anything dealing with no publicity, none of that. And I'm good on my keys. Gangster when you buy, cash, 2 keys come with the car anyway. Mind your business, man. And check this. He auctioned off 2 giant bottles of his Lucia Man Dura champagne at a gala, helping the event hit a record-breaking $6 million in donations that night. Straight legendary. Bottom line, the 50's impact on Houston is undeniable. The city sees it, the people feel it, and the respect is real. Now flip the script. On the other hand, we got JPrince and his crew still tied to that mob-style rep, and let's be honest, where do we even start? Instead of building opportunities, he spent years building a reputation off intimidation. When you're dealing with older people, they're the last to know that things have changed. We're not your little. Like the way you talk, I don't get what you mean. We're not your little. Like, for real, all that big homie stuff is for little. Little ones have big homies. We're not little, so we don't even respect big homies. I know Killer doesn't, and for me, I never respected, in the streets. That's why I always got the problems I got. Would tell me, Mize, chill. No chill for what? Who is this? That's how I feel listening to this man. Like, I want to respect you, but I can't, and I'm going to tell you why. Because if I got a little like the dudes that raised me, if I was out of pocket, they would tell me I'm out of pocket. They wouldn't let me put them on a crash-out mission. They would say, yo, Mace, listen. Around here we don't send, to do nothing for us. We don't pay, to handle our problems. You've got to put in your own work around here. Lord, man, that's what you were supposed to tell them. You can't go out here, talk crazy, and then send me on a mission. Nah, this is where the game got
Nothing should have happened. What do you say to that?
What I would say to that is, you know, I have a track record, man, and the Prince family have a track record of 30 plus years of, you know what I mean, honoring and loving on our guests and being with our guests, and no shit like this never happened. But here's the thing, and this is what people don't understand. We ain't never had nobody to attack us. If you know what I mean. You know, when a man attack a situation with a weapon, then, you know, it become a playing field where, you know, any and everything goes. So that's what we're dealing with right here, and that's the root of this situation.
Here's the
cash, and even the keys to his whips. The robbers didn't waste time. They hit up NBA. Young boy was asking for a $30,000 ransom to return his stolen stuff, but YB wasn't biting. He clapped back, calling them out as nothing but foolish kids trying to play gangster. He wasn't impressed at all. Then, out of nowhere, JPrince jumped into the mix. Jay posted a video on IG tagging YB, claiming the stolen goods had magically been returned to him. He told YB to reach out if he wanted his things back. Just like that, Jay put himself in the middle, acting like some kind of middleman. But YB wasn't fooled. Not for a second. He came back hard, telling JPrince exactly where to shove that fake kindness. YB called him out for dragging the situation into the spotlight. I mean, come on. A grown man nearing 60 playing clout games on Instagram when Mike and Jr. were walking by, he actually went in the restroom to wash blood off his hand where he had reached up on the takeoff. He had to pick him up, and his fingers went in there. You know how blood was according to YB. If Jay had good intentions, he would have handled it in private, not turned it into some public stunt. YB saw it for what it was, a setup, a straight-up extortion play. He knew the second he reached out to Jay, the price to get his stuff back would have skyrocketed more than what the robbers even asked for, so he stood his ground. No check-in, no ransom, no deal. An NBA youngboy isn't the only one who's had enough of JPrince's check-in circus. Cameron and Mace tore into him on their podcast. It is what it is, putting him on full blast. They mock Jay for still playing power games at his big age when he should be guiding the next generation, not trying to intimidate them. And let's not forget about the shady loaded rumors have been flying that these setups were another layer of Jay's alleged extortion machine. Now here's where things get dark. There's been serious talk that JPrince might have had a connection to Takeoff's tragic death. Yeah, that Takeoff from Migos. The night he got shot, it happened at one of those same infamous dice games. According to the official reports, a fight broke out. People started flashing weapons, and shots rang out. Bullets hit Takeoff, and just like that, a young legend was gone. But now new footage has allegedly surfaced, and it's raising major questions because the scene might not have unfolded the way they first claimed. Something about it isn't adding up, and folks are starting to wonder what really went down that night. Sources say JPrince was heated that Takeoff and Quavo didn't check in the way he expected. So allegedly he told his crew to teach them a lesson. It was supposed to be a light warning, just enough to rattle them, maybe leave Takeoff sidelined for a few weeks. But things spiraled fast, and what was meant to be a scare turned into tragedy. Takeoff lost his life. Every time JPrince gets questioned about that night, people notice he gets real awkward, dodging the heat and changing the subject. But the streets are talking, and what's making it worse, Takeoff isn't the only one who lost his life after showing up to one of those now infamous dice games. Remember Duke, the jeweler dude who thought he hit the jackpot and walked away from the game with $100,000 in winnings? He was on a high thinking he scored big, but before he even made it to his car, it was a wrap. He got ambushed. Everything was taken, and they didn't even spare his life. But these stories are stacking up, and the patterns are getting harder to ignore. So when you compare 50 Cent and JPrince, the difference couldn't be clearer. One's been pouring millions into the city, giving back and creating real opportunities. The other's name keeps getting tied to setups, silence, and violence. And now this whole situation is about to take a very dark turn. Allegedly, JPrince has been scheming behind the scenes trying to shut down 50 Cent's whole operation in Houston. But before he could make a move, 50 found himself in a new storm. Beef with Big Meech. Now here's the twist. JPrince has always been cool with Big Meech, and rumor has it he sent some of his people to press 50 and tell him to fall back. But come on now, you already know 50 doesn't fold for anybody. He's not the kind to get chased off the block. Instead, he pulled a classic 50 move and started exposing JPrince's entire extortion game. Word on the street is 50 is on a full-blown mission to shut down JPrince's grip on Houston once and for all, and knowing 50, he's going to enjoy every second of it. But now the question is, should 50 be watching his back in hometown, or do you think he's got one more wild trick up his sleeve to flip this whole thing on JPrince again? Hey, drop your thoughts in the comments. And if you made it this far, don't forget to like, subscribe, share, and hit that bell so you never miss a drop. This story is just getting started, and trust me, you're going to want to be here for the next one. See you in the next.